So one night I was doing meditation in our bedroom and I felt this amazing blessing come into the room. It was so clear and beautiful that it was time to start trying to have a baby.
So I guess the story of this woman started almost 4.5 years ago, didn't it?
I really hurt my back quite badly. When we came back to Australia, I was recommended to a cranial therapist, and she when she was working on me, she recognised that I had like mercury and toxic levels of metals in my body, and said, "Look, if you ever want to have children again," and I did, she should go through some kind of detox.
Yeah, we had to go through a vasectomy reversal and everything, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was. Knew it was also going to be very difficult because it'd been like for 14 years, and the chance of success was only about less than 20% after sort of so many years, and the longer it goes, the less chance, and the more chance you build up sperm antibodies. And
no, I wasn't even like, I was aware at some level that it was going to be hard to conceive naturally. Like, I'm sure we spoke about it, but to be honest, like in my tunnel of Georgie, there was no other way. It had to be natural. I was 26 or something. I don't know. I just didn't want to go through IVF.
we did decide that. Yeah, I mean, we did one natural, and the only way we were going to go through intervention, other forms of intervention, was only if everything else completely failed. So that's when I decided to build this or develop a program, or to put everything I knew together to do with nutrition and start really feeding our bodies up and detoxifying our bodies and getting ourselves in the best condition, so we had the best chance of success going through the reversal and also detoxing, both of us. All the superfoods and all the nutritional support that I knew that worked on different parts of the body, and about 4 months after we started that, I had the operation, and that was it was big because there'd been a lot of damage as well from my sporting career. What would have been normally 3 hours of one surgeon was 3.5 hours of two surgeons working. So, and at the end of it, they said, we're really worried about this, and it'll be 18 months to 2 years before you can see your sperm, so don't get your hopes up, because we're a bit concerned, and we'll get you tested every 3 months. But then when I got I got a phone call, I had that, so that was the 13th of September I had the operation. On the 13th of December I had the first test, and man, it's embarrassing. Taking a little sample into the blood, giving it to a lady over the counter. On the 19th of December, had a call from the Professor Owen who did the reversal, and he just said, "Are you sitting down?" And he said, "I've been doing this for 45 years." And he said, "I thought I'd seen everything." And he said, "I don't know what you did, but you just returned a sperm count of almost 400 million at 80% live." And he said, 3 months after surgery, he said, I was so worried about this, and I don't know what you did, but you're pretty much one of the most fertile men on the planet. Nowadays, a fit 18-year-old male going into the army would have a sperm count of about 40 million at 25% live. And he said, you're almost 400 million at 80% live. And that's when we first started to think about that this is something that we need to offer, we need to give to other people, and that just how much value this program that we'd built up and tested and on ourselves could actually do. And we actually conceived Jasper that night, didn't we? Given the all clear, it was that night. Yeah, and then pretty much just after, or just before Jasper was born, whatever, I went off everything I'd been doing, all the superfoods and all the practices and all the stuff that I've been using to boost our fertility, and then about 9 months after that, I think I was asked if I'd have another sperm test just as a check. The results were quite remarkably different. It was down to about 80 million sperm, less than 25% live, but with 100% antibodies. And the clinic that did the test, which is one of Australia's leading fertility clinics or sperm analysis clinics, said there's no possible way you could ever conceive a child naturally with that level of sperm. You'd have to have IVF if you wanted to have a child. Pretty much you've wasted your money having a reversal, which is what they also said. And I didn't think too much of it because I didn't know we had Jasper. We didn't mention anything about that, and we didn't know that. No, didn't say that we'd probably been doing. And then a while after that, we decided that we felt that it was time to have another child, and went back on the program, and the same program with a few little enhancements, and 2 months later we conceived naturally. Both before my operation and then when we had the second test with the results, they said there's no possible way. And with, we have proven that's incorrect. We've proven that even with 100% sperm antibodies, that conception's totally possible. And we put that down to the boost in sperm. It takes men 3 months. They make up to 1.5 billion sperm a day. It takes 3 months for those sperm to be mature enough for ejaculation and conception. So you got 3 months to boost yourself up. As well as all the nutritional support and all the superfoods and all the stuff to completely detox and cleanse your body out, and then start and rebuild your body at the same time, so your body starts becoming naturally fertile and naturally full of life. The couple become a lot healthier, and they're a lot happier because there's exercise and there's things they have to do in there that are actually designed for the couple to come a lot closer together, because basically having a baby is 2 people. It takes 2. And the more the couple can become closer together, the more greater possibility for that to happen can happen. So you become healthier, happier,
and a more beautiful environment for the baby to be born into.
Yes.
I just feel why can't anyone conceive naturally with this program? Anyone can. It's a very beautiful program.
Statistics now are showing that 1 in 5 couples need help or can't conceive naturally. It's about to go down to 1 in 4. There's 1,000 reasons for infertility, and every one of those reasons can be put down to under 4 headings. That's mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And the story about infertility starts way back when we're young. So we start sowing those the bed down for whether we're fertile or infertile. And not that long ago, infertility wasn't hardly heard about. Everyone could have babies. And so you've got to start looking at what's happened and what's changed, and a lot of that's the environmental issue, and that's also not only our physical environment, but our mental and emotional environment. The food we're eating now is so full of chemicals and pesticides, and there's even things like a watermelon that's a seedless watermelon. It's been genetically designed not to reproduce, and we put that in our body, and what do you think it's going to do to us? We're going to start taking that on, and those residues are going to start flowing through us. Roundup has got the amount of ingredients to be classified as a contraception, and it's in most of the food that you buy, unless you're buying really good, healthy, either organic or completely spray-free food. We live in an environment of really high stress, and high stress comes with high emotions, and when people are stressed, you just have to look what happens in when there's a fox hanging around a hen house. The rooster stops rooting and the hen stops laying eggs, and that just shows what stress will do to a chicken, let alone to what we do. And we live in an area and world where people are being pushed harder and harder, and relationships are breaking up because people don't know how to handle the emotions that come with high stress levels, and all of that combines to make people infertile as well. I think with our program and the way it works, that probably close to 80% of infertility and conception issues can be overcome by just using the program. It's sort of saved us an immense amount of stress and money as well. When you look at the cost of interventions and against the cost of us, it's about 1/5 of the price that the average person goes through, and that's just 1 round of intervention, let alone the average person needing 3 to 7 rounds before they even can conceive, and even then it's only a very, very low rate of success.
When you make a baby, it's the most natural thing on earth. It's what we're designed as humans to do. Why should it be a stressful, unnatural procedure when through our program you can really enjoy the process? It's a beautiful thing.
And so now it's about getting this program out and offering people an alternative solution to and a natural solution for people that want to be natural and have a natural conception and have fun and have babies and have the baby you're meant to have.
Have the baby you're meant to have.
Yeah, which is something we found really quite important as well, quite special to us. we now have little Jasper and little Ben. Who obviously
Don't listen to us.
have a look at the babies.
Check our children out.